The national debate over extending the Bush-era tax credit is coming to a head.
Well, more questions are being raised after Senate Democrats block a vote on President Obama's plan. From your local election headquarters now, Eyewitness News' David Shepard spoke to local party leaders about how this issue could impact you. David?
Well, Brad, Whitney, the debate boils down to this. The White House wants to extend those tax credits for another year. But under the president's plan, those credits could only be available to households making less than $250,000 a year. And that's where Republicans say the problem lies. In a world charged with partisan spin, fear tactics, and backroom deals, it's rare both parties agree on anything these days. But neither side can deny this November's general election will boil down to one simple issue.
The Clinton campaign said it's the economy, stupid.
And they're right. An ABC News Washington Post poll recently revealed 89% of registered voters say the economy is important to their vote.
Republicans are saying, we need to keep taxes low because that promotes economic activity. It's good for the country as a whole. Democrats are saying yes, but is it really reasonable to argue that anybody who's making $250,000 or more shouldn't pay more in taxes?
Back in 2010, President Obama and Congress came together to extend the Bush-era tax breaks. But if Congress doesn't act now, it's set to expire on January 1st. And Parks says the worst thing the president can do now is nothing.
The real need for our country is to get our economy moving, and it's those people who have money that turn around and want to invest it.
We're supportive of the tax cuts for the middle class, but not the tax cuts for the higher income and the very rich.
And, as we were saying in that story, that the big issue right now that both parties say that is going to be the big issue, whether it be Republican or Democrat, is going to be the economy. Whatever else is going on, that's what's going to drive it to the polls.
$250,000, that's the key number. And that's really could be the deal beater as far as who's going to get these tax cuts and who will not.
And who supports it and who doesn't. Yeah. I mean, the divisive issue is those making over $250,000 a year say we have small businesses, we run small businesses, and we put more money into the local and national economy. Those who are lower income, middle income are saying, well, that doesn't really make much difference if we can't afford to put food on our family's table. So a divisive issue. It's going to continue to be one through November, at least not longer.
All right. Eyewitness News, David Shepard. Thanks a lot, David.
Yeah.
And we do have a traffic alert for you tonight at 10. If you use State Road 85 in Hopkins County, you need to be aware of a detour that begins on Monday. Crews are closing the road in the Pond Creek Bridge area near Hopkins-McLean County line for some major repairs. A detour has been marked for this closure. The road is expected to reopen on Wednesday, probably around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, weather permitting, of course.
And if you plan to go boating this weekend, Indiana state officials have issued a warning for boaters. The state's Department of Natural Resources says shallow waters have raised the risk that boaters could damage their trailers or get them stuck in the mud, especially along rivers. The DNR says if boaters launch their vessels, they need to take extra caution. And here you can see the immediate effects of the drought. Take a look here. Boats and boat launchers are now sitting on dry land at what was once a marina in Indianapolis. The severe drought conditions are causing problems like this all over Indiana.
Wow, that is awful. Well, still ahead on Eyewitness News at 10, new information tonight in the shooting threat made against Michelle Obama. Just how close did this man get to the First Lady?
Plus, imagine hating something so much you catch your house on fire trying to get rid of it. Well, that story coming up.
Well, plenty of clouds today, but not much rain to show for them. But the latest data coming in with better rain chances for tomorrow. And then a little more heat as we head into next week. Plus the latest on the drought. It's all straight ahead with my forecast when Eyewitness News at 10 continues.
St. Mary's is a proud sponsor of Eyewitness News. Need a doctor? Call St. Mary's Physician Referral Line at 485-4DOC. Your Weather Authority forecast is brought to you by Kenny Kent Toyota. Now, from your Weather Authority, Chief Meteorologist Wayne Hart.
Well, the clouds help knock the temperatures down a little bit to this afternoon, and the latest guidance coming into the Weather Center still increasing our rain chances for tomorrow. Of course, that's what it said last night for today, so we're going to keep our fingers crossed and hope we get that much needed rain, at least in a scattered fashion for tomorrow. A little rain out there right now on live first warning Doppler radar. A few spotty light showers coming up from the southwest right along the lower Ohio River into southern Union County. You can see this little band right here pushing out of the Sturgis area up into Morganfield. It's just a little bit of rain, but it is moving off to the northeast, so it looks like this is about to move into Morganfield. And as you watch the time lapse here, if it holds together, it could very well graze the Evansville area, though it looks like this batch may pass right between Mount Vernon, Henderson, and Evansville, but at least there's something out there. Slight chance will continue overnight, maybe even a rumble of thunder, but I think for a lot of us, we're going to have to wait until tomorrow afternoon. All right, here's the latest on the drought. A week ago, extreme drought through much of the tri-state, and the map hasn't changed all that much with one exception. We now have an area of what's called exceptional drought, and basically it doesn't get any worse than this in terms of the drought. It's the highest the scale goes, and you can see this exceptional drought in the darkest shade of red is over much of Union, western Henderson counties, basically inside of a line from Sturgis up to Roberts, over to Henderson, Mount Vernon, and Shawneetown. So not a good situation down there, and I can't remember the last time that we had any portion of the tri-state under an exceptional drought, but hopefully we can get rid of that really dark shade of red with some rain here over the next week. And speaking of rain, our rain tracker does have some pretty impressive numbers for the weekend, raising it to 65% for tomorrow, especially south and east of Evansville, backing off to 50% on Sunday. Then we drop back to just a few scattered thunder showers for Monday and Tuesday, but spike up to about 45% for the middle part of next week. So a daily chance of rain for the next 7 days. That's certainly some good news. No rain over Owensboro right now as we look out across South Frederica Street as a warm evening winds down. 79 in Evansville, a muggy dew point of 70 and a light south-southeasterly wind. Temperatures between 75 and 80, and we're going to wind up around 70 degrees for our overnight low. Storm tracker showing the moisture slowly pushing up from the south, so we got a lot of clouds out there right now. Matter of fact, cloud tracker showing a mostly cloudy sky, so I think tomorrow maybe even a little cloudier than today, though we'll see a little sunshine at times. Future tracker does paint a few spotty showers overnight, but not a lot of rain if you have a garage sale in the morning to attend. It's really going to be picking up later in the morning, especially south and east of Evansville. And afternoon will be our best chance with the scattering of showers and thunder showers. You can see the coverage not as impressive on Future Tracker as on the other models, but we're going to be optimistic and go with that 65% chance. It will fade away tomorrow night. Then everything refires again on Sunday later in the morning and afternoon. Best chance is Sunday along and south of I-64. A little more sunshine mixing in may knock the temperatures back up a notch, though I think all in all we may have to wait until Monday to get temperatures really back into the 90s, because on Monday everything gets pushed a little farther to the south. Still a few scattered showers and thunder showers out there, again mainly south of I-64, but not as much coverage as what we're going to see over the weekend. And rainfall totals anywhere from 1/3 of an inch to maybe an inch, and some of the heavier totals again most likely down in our southeastern counties. So overnight, variable clouds, a few spotty showers out there, lows right around 70, knocking the high back into the mid-80s for tomorrow, though a little warmer to our northwest with a lot of clouds, a little sun, and showers and thunder showers developing as we head into the afternoon, especially south and east of Evansville. Upper 80s on Sunday, rain chances down to 50%, and next week looks like a hot and steamy July week with a mix of sun and clouds each day, with the highs between, we'll say, low to mid-90s, with a daily chance of at least a few scattered showers and thunderstorms, though rain chances do spike back up to 50% next Thursday. So not enough rain to cancel outdoor plans. Just keep an eye on the sky for tomorrow, and then hopefully we'll get some rain, go inside for an hour or two, and then go back out, because it is a weekend that we'll take the rain no matter what the timing is.
Yeah, I think it'll be good timing too.
Let's
be
hope so.
optimistic.
Yeah.
All right, thanks a lot, Wayne.
All right, we'll take that rain, because right now, I wish we had a little bit of this. Historic rainfall pounding a part of the country that's usually prone to drought conditions. Look at this, where people are left at a standstill. Coming up.
First Bank is a proud sponsor of Eyewitness News. Make great things happen with mobile banking. Learn more at firstbank.bz. Member FDIC.